Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube family, man? It's your boy Todd, the Ambassador, man. Got my partner with me from Jersey.
What's up? It's Robbie.
Robbie, what's good with you, Brody?
Chilling, man. How about you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm excited. Just real
Hmm.
quick announcement, man. Some of you guys in the battle rap community may recognize us from some previous other channels. You know what I'm saying? So this is the official launch of our new venture, OG Fitness Room, man. We're gonna have lots of back-to-back dope interviews, dope recaps, dope reviews, not just battle rap, hip hop, boxing, athletic stuff, trailer reactions, all kinds of stuff, man. Just dope content for the people. You know what I'm saying? One thing me and Robbie pride ourselves is we've been blessed with the opportunity to interview people who have been considered legends in their particular field. We just did an interview with former five-time world kickboxing champion Kathy Long that is currently on the channel, man. We've had freestyle legend Juice up here. We've had Rum Nitty up here, this young lady that we got tonight, man, super excited, man. She's been in the game for mad long, you know what I'm saying? But the last 3 or 4 years in particular, she has definitely solidified her place and her stature as one of the top female battle rappers ever. You know what I'm saying? We got two-time Wody winner, Jaz the Rapper in the
Hey
building.
y'all, what's up?
What's
What's
up?
up? What's up?
What's good with you, Jazz? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm honored to be y'all first interview on y'all separate channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all new venture going on. So I'm definitely honored for that.
Appreciate that. I
Big
was
deal.
hitting you up like a long time ago, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I thought you was dubbing me, but it was
Hmm.
actually going to a different email, man. It's a long story, you know what I'm saying? But when I did find your email like a month ago, I was like, okay, cool, man. We got
See,
opportunity here.
everything happens for a reason.
Facts,
Man, it
facts,
worked
man.
out.
God's timing. So we gonna get right into it, man. So I was watching your Funk Flex freestyle right a while back. Very dope.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? It's gone viral multiple times over, right? One thing I've noticed about you over the years, Jazz, you are very New York. Like your lingo, style of dress, right? Like just even your rap style is very, very New York, man.
uh,
Who are some of New York rappers that have inspired you or influenced your style?
I definitely gotta say Papoose,
Mm.
um, Fab, Jadakiss. Um, I I I say those are the three major influences. Like growing up when I was in my early teens, because I started rapping at 13. So that was what 2004. So anybody that was really crazy from like 2004 to like 2008, that was when I started. That was the beginning of Jazz the Rapper. I wasn't Jazz the Rapper yet though. That wasn't my name. But that was what created my style, which was basically heavy punchlines. So I used to be on Napster and Kazaa and
Mhm.
LimeWire, downloading all these freestyles, watching the Smack DVD freestyles, the K Slave freestyles, like
Mhm.
those. That's what I was doing. G Unit, Dipset, like that was my era. That was my era. Anything that was lit around that time, that was me. So you do got a point with that. Like I'm naming the most New York rappers you
Right,
can
right, right,
name.
right.
Like
I,
yeah.
so speaking of style, right? One of my favorite battles from you is a battle that a lot of people don't even mention anymore, right? Especially like the newer fans, because I know there was a new wave of fans that came in during COVID, right? But you
Hmm.
versus QB is my
Hmm.
favorite jazz performance ever, right?
Hmm.
And I noticed back in the day, Jazz, you still do this now, but you were very particular in picking that young woman apart. Like every single round was kind of leading up to the third, where it's like I'm just going to take her head off, right? Somewhere along the line, Jazz, I noticed you started using a lot more of the gun bars and like the drug references and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've
Hmm.
always been curious to know, was that a conscious decision to start adding more and more gun bars? Because you didn't used to be gun bar heavy. You used to just like talk about this person's personality. You did this,
Yeah.
you did that, and just kind of pick them apart. But you start kind of adding that to your repertoire. Was that a conscious decision to do that, or what set that off?
Yeah, that was 1000% conscious.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, most of the things I do in every battle is probably on purpose, like for
Mm.
the most part. It's almost like when somebody writes a movie or directs a movie, like everything that you see or hear is on purpose. Like it could be the most subtle thing. Like I probably said I'm going to do this. So yeah, QB. I'll say everything changed when I battled official,
Okay.
right? So I had Sky, K Prophet, Shayna Ashley, QB, Miss Hustle, and 40. Now, 40 was my first little, like, when I was doing it a little more, because I realized, all right, 40 does gun bars a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just something I picked up on with her. Like, I'm like, she does gun bars a lot. So maybe I should flirt with it. That was me flirting with it, right? The gun so big, that shit don't work. Like, that really was me
Fire.
kind of like,
Yeah.
that was flirty, because I'm like, are they gonna believe me? Let me say something that's fun. And that, that's one of my biggest reactions, one of my biggest moments in battle rap. But then official is when I fully like was like, all right, we gonna do this.
Right.
We
We
gonna
here
do
now.
this. And if
Yeah.
we gonna do it, this
Right.
shit's gotta be crazy. Because official was the gun bar queen. Like, everybody was just calling her the gun bar queen. And also, it was a official was a special battle on URL, because the last time I'd been on URL was Miss Hustle, right? And that battle didn't get the best critique. It
Mm.
was like, the audio was bad, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The choke got edited out. It
Mm-hmm.
was like, we didn't really like this battle. They picked a winner, but it wasn't something that it could have been. So with official, besides her being dumb nice, I had to face that. I had to be amazing. I'm like, well, shit. URL, I gotta read the room. I gotta do these gun bars that they want. Now I remember I actually counted it. I might be wrong by maybe two or three, but I had like 10 gun bars throughout that whole battle. Just 10. And that was a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was a lot for me. So with official, I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. The reaction was fine. They didn't speak too much about my believability. And that's when I knew I'm safe.
You good.
I could
Right.
do it.
Mhm.
They don't care as long as it's fire. So that was definitely the start of me just doing gun bars. It definitely became more and more the more that I battled.
Dope.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did they about that hustle battle? Did they ever say why they ended the chokes out?
They probably said something like to make the footage look better or something like that. I don't know.
Mhm. What did you think when they did that?
I was pissed, because it's like, that's part of the battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right? Yeah.
that could determine if somebody would have me winning around or have the opponent winning around. So yeah, I was pissed about it for a long time. Like, I just didn't I understood, but it pissed me off for a long time. But you just get over it.
Oh, gotcha. Because that was a I don't know if people knew that, but that I heard about that like 5 6 years ago, and I was like, "There's no way."
Yeah, so luckily for me, that was a big battle that people remember when it happened, and people tweeting about it too. So you didn't have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be there to know it either. Like, there was no pay-per-view at that time, but you also didn't have to be at events to know what happened. So, I had that on my side. Like, it was a big enough card, big enough battle, and enough people was talking about it.
yeah. I
Um,
forget people used to tweet about everything.
yeah. So when it dropped, people was in the comments like, yo, and it was a long choke. Like, it wasn't something that you could just like exaggerate. Like, it was a long choke. So it was definitely something I just really didn't like. But again, hey, shit happens.
Yo, Jazz. So I've noticed your Twitter is like a hotbed of activity, right? It's like there's like a spectrum, you know what I'm saying, where it's like you'll promote like a low tier battle rapper one moment, and then the next hour you might be commenting something on mainstream media or something like in hip hop. Then you might post somebody else's freestyle or your own freestyle. You might comment on this person's thing. It's just like a hotbed of activity. How important is it for you to feel connected to your fans? Because I've noticed you will actually take the time to banter back and forth, or acknowledge praise, or acknowledge even correction or criticism? You know, how
Mhm.
important is that for you?
Um, Honestly, I think it just was something natural for me. That's something that I didn't really think too much about
Mm,
until I became more of a brand, I guess. But I think that's just me naturally. Like I take critique very easily, like very well. I don't get offended that much. Um, I want to listen people that have something valuable to say, right? Because I know the difference between somebody that is just trying to be nasty or just trying to think of anything to say, as opposed to somebody really trying to speak how they feel about you without, being disrespectful.
sure.
But as I become just more of a brand, even people would tell me that, like even my fans would tell me that, even my peers would tell me like, Jazz, like a big reason that you're becoming such a brand is because you're personable, is because people relate to you, is
Right.
because you're gonna laugh with the people, you're gonna laugh at yourself. And then it started becoming, it still was me naturally, but it started becoming more of a conscious thing. Like maybe I should do this skit, or maybe I should. I don't know. They like when I co-sign people. They like when I host events, right? So now I'm hosting a lot of events. Now I'm actually saying, "Hey, check out this person," or "I just found out about this person. I found out about that person." Like there's a lot of people that I see now, like now that I hosted one of their battles maybe 10 years ago, and they were still new. So it's like, damn, to actually see where they came from or to see their growth. And I'm pretty sure it's the same, right? Like, dang, Jazz hosted my battle 10 years ago, and look what her brand has become. Now I'm on the same cards as her, So it definitely is something that I think boosted Jazz the Rapper for sure. But it's not like an act or anything. Like that's just me.
Right on. When we go back, Jazz, in the YouTube time machine, right, and we go through the archives, we can see you in the background of a lot of events, right? Both
Hmm.
big major events, the Gnomes and the Summer Madnesses, just you in the background, just chilling, right?
Hmm.
And it's almost like everyone considered you little sis, little sis. You always heard that Jazz is like little sis, Jazz is like little sis.
Hmm.
And you were in the background and you were just watching like JC versus Chilla, right? And you're just in the background watching some of these classics unfold. Was Jazz, we talked about being conscious earlier, were you conscious of the fact that one day that's going to be me battling more often, or was it always like I'm just a fan first and kind of a rapper second or a battler second, if that makes sense? Like,
I was definitely a fan first during that era.
okay.
During that era, I was a fan first. Never saw myself battling more than what I was doing though. Never, 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 never saw it. Um, because I knew that battle rap was like a trap. Like once you get in, it's hard to get out. And as y'all could see, if y'all have been watching, y'all may have been watching before like URL, but if you want to take when once URL came about, that was just when everything kind of spawned for real. But since 2011, 15 years ago, you could count how many people actually stayed retired. Like people, they're always gonna come back. People, like it's actually even hard to take a break. It's hard to take a 6 7 month break for some people. So I never saw myself doing it more. um but doing it more is easily the best thing that's ever happened to my career.
Um, so how did you end up on Queen of the Ring? Like, so
So
at the very beginning.
yeah, so if you want to speak about YouTube, if you go on my YouTube channel, um youtube.com/Jazz the Rapper, there's a video uploaded from 2011. 2011? 2011? Either
Probably 10.
2000, 2010. Okay, boom.
Yeah.
2010 or 2011. And I went up to Umpi's radio show, and it was supposed to be a bunch of girls rapping, but I was the only one that showed up. I think I was like 17. Yeah, I was like 17 years old. Maybe just turned 18. But I was young to be traveling
Yeah.
that far, and they just couldn't believe it, right? And Debo was watching it, and then that's how Debo DM'd me on Twitter, and that's how I ended up on Queen of the Ring for sure. I don't know, and sometimes I think like, what if Debo was never watching that? Would I have ever ended up a battle rapper, or would I have just been a fan?
when
because
you
I was
picked it
watching
up
battle
though?
rap. I
Oh,
knew
you were.
I was watching URL, huh?
I said, did you think you were gonna battle at that point?
So when he first like threw out the idea, I declined it because I was like, I'm not mean enough.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool. Like I watched it. I was a fan. I used to watch it when I was younger, like watching Smack DVDs, and I used to watch Grind Time when they was on their shit. Um, but I was just like, nah, I'm alright. And then he invited me to an event. And when I went, I was like, oh, huh. And DNA and Newborn, like I was cool with them. And DNA told me not to do it because I would get stuck in it. And he knew that I just wanted to be an artist. But Newborn
Mm,
was like, bro, you got the punchlines. All you just gotta do is form it like battle rap. And that's how I started battle rapping. But uh, part of me feels like if it wasn't for Debo, part of me feels like I might have still found my way on Queen
yeah.
of the Ring because they really was lit. Like Queen of the Ring was super lit. I think somehow, some way, people would have like my fans would have still been trying to convince me, but these would have been fans from regular rapping.
Rapping. Yeah.
But at the same time, who knows? I don't know.
Yo, Jazz. So, one of the dope things I've seen in your career is the work you do with Emerson Kennedy on
Hmm.
Last
Hmm.
Second C, and the Gray Area. Right, it was like super dope. Right, to see you, Loso, Geechee, kind of outside of these roles that we're used to
Real
seeing.
funny.
Right, just completely out of the box. I really liked the humor. It was kind of like very dry type of humor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is there any plans to bring that back?
Well, shout outs to EK. EK did all that writing. Me and Lou. So actually, I've never done the Gray Area. Me and Lou did Reggie,
Okay.
but I think EK wants to. But you would have to ask EK that. I have nothing to do with the Gray Area. So I hopefully though, because EK's writing is crazy. Like EK's really a genius for real. Like
Yeah.
he's a genius. Like he's the one that brought me and Geechee together to pod together and like, who knew we needed that? Like, nobody thought Jazz and Geechee would be a duo that you needed to see on the screen. So, shout outs to EK, man, and
Yeah.
become a member of the pod too.
Yeah, I love the content on that channel, man. Yo, so let's switch the clock a little bit, right? So you recently won Wody for the second time, right? It was
Hmm.
real late in the year. We forgot. Like I forgot Wody was
Yeah,
even.
that shit was September. That shit was like
Yeah,
4 months
like
ago.
it's about to be Christmas time. We crowning Wody again, right?
Yeah.
There was some controversy there though this time. You know what I'm saying? Talks of like your resume not being strong enough, things of that nature, and a lot of
Hmm.
people were very aggy, right? Like aggravated. Now I
Hmm.
was aggravated, Jazz, not because you won, but the thing that aggravated me personally as a fan, as a long time battle rap fan, was it was the same names that I
Hmm.
was seeing as far as females. You, Vixen, Coffee, Hustle, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like in a blender, over the years.
Hmm.
Like, man, this doesn't confirm how talented and dominant these women have been. This to me as a long-term fan, this confirms how weak women's battle rap in particular has kind of become. They're like
Hmm.
you were just talking about Queen of the Ring. The talent pool used to be so vast, right? So many different styles, the low tiers, the top tiers. There was so much talent floating around.
Hmm.
And we don't see that now. And even the girls that I think were like mad talented, the Prestavias, the Hope Trillies, they have a tendency to kind of choke, right? And just disappear and go MIA. You know what I'm saying? So, what's Jazz's take on female battle rap? We all heard your rant that went viral, right? What's your take on the current state, particularly of female battle rap?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that as far as the pool, I don't know if Queen of the Ring being the female platform and being such a huge platform, like because at one point Queen of the Ring was top three leagues. It was URL, Kick It or Die, Queen of the Ring. Like
Facts.
it legit was like that. Like the events used to be so lit. So I don't know if it's because there's no home for the women, right? Because granted, you get 50 female battle rappers, right? Some of them just gonna be ass. That's just what it is, right? Some of them gonna be ass, some of them gonna have potential, some of them gonna be like, hold on, they got something. Some of them might be fire, but don't take it serious. Some of them might be decent, but they showing tenacity. So it's like, I think if there was a home, it would bring more women out. It would make women feel more comfortable. It would make them feel like they have something to look forward to. But because there's no home, it's kind of like, where do I start? Right? Let's say they start at Gates of the Garden, right? It's like there's no other women there. So now they gotta battle men. But that's not how you climb. That's not how you climb. Like I said it in the rant. The female versus female is how you get your respect, really. For real, for real. That's how you climb the ranks. That's how you get the higher women and this, that, and the third. But also another thing I feel like, because battle rap is so saturated now, there's no, you don't get the feeling of, I beat this person, now I'm gonna get this higher person. I beat that person, now I'm gonna get that higher person. The
Right.
shit is all over the place.
Right.
You could get a Jazz, right? You could get a Jazz, but then you still ain't battle people below me. And it's just kind of like, well, if I battle Jazz already,
Point.
what am I getting from beating somebody that's lower ranked than her? I might get a little more respect, but really though, what am I getting? So I think it's just a lack of a home, and there's no order anymore. There's no structure for you to climb. Like you're not climbing you're not climbing, well, as you say it in work, you're not climbing a corporate ladder. Like you start off getting the motherfucking CEO. Why the fuck am I gonna be a employee? Like, why am I gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? So that, I mean, yeah, that's just, to me, that's really what it is. And shout out to Remy for trying to be that new league, right? But then she said the women don't make her enough money. And
Yeah.
I feel like Debo probably didn't make that much money either. You know what I'm saying? But he did it because that's what he wanted to do. And I'm not saying that Remy is forced to like do it because she want to do it. Probably just wanted to try it. She like, they're not making me no money. Let's do both, right? Let's do half the men and the women. Like she has every right to do that. I think that if you're gonna start a platform, period, and you're not seeing money, if that's what you really want to do, then just do it. I think that's what we need.
Right on. Real quick question to piggyback off of that. What was the rift or the separation with you and Queen of the Ring? You were such a pillar of that.
Hmm.
I felt like one of the pillars of that league, you know, and then we kind of see you kind of distance yourself from the events, you know, whenever there would be like this big comeback Queen of the Ring event. Jazz, you would shout
Hmm.
them out like on Twitter, right? But you were not on the card at all. And I feel like
Yeah.
that was purposeful, right? And then even in camera, sometimes we see Debo trying to like big bro you, and I can kind of see you over the years as you get older, like your elbow starts to do more like this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought it was like a metaphor for like kind of how you felt about the league or the business over there or something. I don't know, just in my
Hmm.
mind, right? What happened with you and Queen of the Ring?
Well, as far as like, if you see me like trying to push Debo away, that's not like nothing personal. Like that's just how it was. Because Debo likes to jump in people's interviews, and
Sure.
I don't like that. I also have a big pet peeve for photo bombing. That shit bothers me so bad. Like it makes my blood boil unreasonably. But that's a whole nother story.
Right, right, right.
So for the fans that don't know, right? 2014, Snoop Dogg saw the event that I battled 40 bars, right? There was a lot of great battles on that card. Uh Best Queen of the Ring event to date. And he wanted to have his own event. So he had some of the women on there and he had some men on there. Now there was a basically a discrepancy with me on the card, and I ended up not being on the card, right? So me and Debo had our I guess our differences about it. We got over it, and me and Debo is totally fine now.
Okay.
But the me not going back on Queen of the Ring really has nothing to do with that at this point. Like it was just kind of, it was really a money thing. Like it was just after, so I battled 40 bars, right? That's the last time I was on Queen of the Ring. After I battled 40 bars, uh I battled Official on URL,
Mhm.
right? And then I battled E Heart on URL. But you gotta think 40 bars was 2014, E Heart was 2017. Within those 3 years, I just became a bigger brand, and my purse became something that Queen of the Ring did not have.
Gotcha.
So I just haven't. I just didn't end up on Queen of the Ring. But also, then even if like y'all know me, I never really did the battles for money. But at the same time, now after E Heart, I secretly retired. Never said it. But I was chilling because I'm like, okay, I battled E Hart. It's nobody else for me to battle. So anybody I'm battling is me giving them a look. But my money is not going nowhere. So I need something to make me want to battle these people. So I was chilling. And then the 2-on-2 came about, which was a look because that was with everybody. Like that was the all-star game, right? Me and official. Everybody was on that card. So that was what made me come out my fake retirement. But yeah, the Queen of the Ring thing, we did have an issue. Me and Debo did have an issue, but in 2026, that has nothing to do with why I didn't go back with Queen of the Ring. It's just the timing of everything.
You mentioned Remy. She did that tournament to start the league. Did they offer you?
I don't think so. I think that was just a tournament for like newer girls. No, that wasn't newer girls. You talking about wait?
No, yeah.
No, she didn't offer. She didn't offer me to do the tournament. No, she didn't offer me to do a tournament.
Okay. Because it had that was the one with who won that tie? Do you remember?
C three ended up
C3
winning.
won
Oh yeah,
that.
C3 won. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
she cried. Yeah, I
C3 won
remember that was
that.
a big deal. That was good to see. Like, what did you
Yeah.
think when that happened? Did you watch the tournament?
I watched most of it. I watched most of the battles. I
Yeah,
think it
because it
was
was
good.
over two events. Like, I think.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think that there was a lot of chokes in there.
Yeah, there was.
Um,
Yeah.
I think I if like a tournament is supposed to be like fast paced and exciting, you know what I'm saying? So the chokes kind of just it for me it ruins the experience. Like you want a tournament to feel like you in a gauntlet, right? Like you got gladiators in this bitch. So if you fucking up, it's like oh that person just won, like you know what I mean. But all in all, I liked the outcome of it because there were older girls, but there were also newer girls, right? Because Caution made the
Yeah.
actual finals, and Caution name became so lit. Like even I was like, nah, shorty nice. But
No. Yeah.
overall, the overall impact of the tournament was fire. Like $25,000. That is unheard of. In a first of all, yeah, that's unheard of in a women's tournament. You
Yeah.
know, so even for a man tournament, right? That's a lot of money. So
That's a
for
lot.
for Remy to not play us, right? And be like, oh, let's do a $10,000 tournament. Like she started at 25. That was big. And she had the finals on the Hitman and Easy card. Like it's a win-win, honestly.
Yeah. What? How did you feel when they announced that they were departing from the women only thing? I know she said you mentioned it, and she mentioned the business not making enough money, but how did you feel about it, just in general?
I didn't hear the first part. How did I feel about her saying that women don't make enough money? Like
Yeah, and
don't
like
make her
just
enough
moving
money?
on from being women only.
I mean, I agreed with her. I
Yeah.
feel like
Okay.
it's hard to make money when you're working with the female battle rap because it's a niche market in a niche market. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have much to work with for real. So I mean, I didn't see nothing wrong about her to just work with both. You know, she like I said, she has every right to do that. She's not lying, you know. So
Now, Jazz, I was nitpicking through some battles a couple weeks ago, right? You told E Hart something to the effect of you would take off half of her face, right? And I think you famously told Shayna you would put her night night, right?
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Has Jazz ever been in a real fist fight, man?
Nah, I'm crying.
Yeah.
First of all, what did I tell E Hart with the slice though? Because I can't
I
remember
didn't
the
write
bar.
down the whole bar, but something to the effect that you take off half of her face or a piece of her face or something like that. Is there? We can get on Genius real quick if you want. Yeah.
Okay. No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
And
I'm really trying to think of this bar because is it something with stitches?
I don't remember.
Damn. All right, whatever.
If it comes, I'll shoot it to you afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, so I was seeing some clips that I was really excited about a few months back. You in Philly with the blue Dickies suit on, right? Battling Philly legend Reed Dollars. You know what I'm saying? One of the first, if not the first, one of the first rappers to go viral on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Super legend. Why
Mhm.
hasn't that battle dropped? Where's that at?
I'm not too sure. The last time I spoke to Organic about it, he said that he just wanted everything to be right with it. He was pretty vague about it. But that's all I got.
Yeah. What was the difference for you, like rapping on beats versus like the acapella stuff that you're used to?
It was way easier. Like the pressure wasn't as much. I had more fun. Um, yeah, it just felt like more fun than anything. And I don't really have fun when I battle. It might look like I am having fun, but it wasn't fun. Like besides the Reed Dollars battle and the Calico battle, of course. But it was just some like last year I did a lot of things for the first time, and that was one of them. And honestly, it was just fun. Like that's all I could really describe it as. It was fun, and of course, going against Reed Dollars, I think it being on beat is what made it special for me, right? Like if it was just a regular battle, people would have just been like, huh? Like, why? But on beat, it's like, okay. And I
Right.
also it was kind of perfect timing too, right? Like I haven't rapped on beat in a long time, just in general, like dropping freestyles and things like that, like a long, long time. So there's a lot of people that didn't even know that I could really rap for real. So being that the flex freestyle happened and then a few months later, now I'm battling Reed on beat. It made people more excited because it's like, bro, she just smoked Flex, so I know she gonna smoke this.
Right.
So it was just perfect timing. It was real perfect timing. But Organic, you need to drop that battle, man. I don't know what
Facts.
you're waiting on.
Yeah, we need to see that.
So, Jazz, I wanted to ask you about the 40 battle. Uh, Obviously, she kind of fell apart, even with the crown and everything. Like, what was going through your head as she's like basically telling you to, she's just skipping her rounds basically every time.
So I want to say this right about this battle. I don't know if it's like I don't know the word for it, the term for it, but it's not the Mandela effect, but kind of is. Like people like to say that she just didn't rap. Like she got through all her rounds.
I
Hmm.
don't remember any of her raps.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
she got through her. She got through them. Like you know how like sometimes now she just be like, all right, nah. Like she got
Yeah.
if she didn't get through the whole thing, she got through most of them for her. Like she was rapping, but honestly, I don't really remember what was going through my head. I just knew that that battle was a battle that to me that was one of the most career changing battles I've ever had. So
Yeah.
the way I prepared for it was just kind of like she just magnified what I already came to do. You know what I'm saying? Because even her material wasn't regular 40. So chokes aside, stumbles aside, the material itself still wasn't what we know 40 as, right? And she did it. I think she had like a battle a week before or 2 weeks before. So that was the issue. But I personally it I don't think I was thinking much because actually every battle up until her, my opponents choked. So it was nothing new for me. It was just they better not take this win away from me because they've been trying to do it my whole career. But for the past 3 years, that's what people kept trying to do. So I was like, as long as they don't take this shit away from me, I'm cool. And I think that was probably the first time. I'm lying because it was 40 has a big fan base. So even to this day, they be like, if she didn't choke, then ooh. So
Mm,
yeah, but for the most part, I got my respect on the outcome of that battle.
yeah. How about the after that was official, right?
Yep.
So how did it feel going from that battle to official?
So so the way that I used to, since I didn't battle a lot, the way that I used to just pick my opponents was, it sounds crazy, but whoever was my favorite at the time.
Mm.
Shayna was
Yeah,
my favorite when I battled her. 40 was my favorite when I battled her. Hustle was my favorite when I battled her. And Official was my favorite when I battled her. And E Heart was my favorite when I battled her.
yeah,
But after that, that whole thing just kind of went out because for me personally, there was nobody really that was like that crazy. But so after the 40 battle, that is when Official battled Couture. Now, for the most part, people had Official losing, but Official was still fire. Like it wasn't like me battling Official was like me battling a loser or whatever the case is. Like she still was wilding on everybody. So I called Official out, which was also my first time calling somebody out. Called Official out, and me and Official was cool. Like we wasn't as cool as we are now, but we was cool. So we would talk. We would talk like behind the scenes, like yeah, like I want to battle you. We just got to figure out where. But now this is around the time where me and Debo had our issue. So it would just be URL. Like it wasn't going to be
yeah,
Queen of the Ring. Um, and then it ended up being unknown, which is not something that I wanted. Like I wanted it to be like, remember how they used to have day one and day two at Black
yeah.
Star? Like I wanted it at Black Star. Like that's where I wanted to
Okay.
go because that Miss Hustle battle, that experience traumatized me. It's
Mm.
like, bro, my audio's fucked up. I'm just here rapping. I can't hear myself. I said, I don't want this. I don't want this issue again. I'm scared of the big stage. But ended up doing it on the big stage or whatever, and then that that is how that battle turned out.
Right on. Yo, speaking of the hustle thing, because I know a lot of people was pressing you the past like year and a half for the rematch, right? And
Hmm.
you like dubbed it, with expertise. Like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I do have a question for you, Jazz. I remember a video floating around on YouTube. I think it was on Uncle Ross channel, 15 Minutes of Fame. Right
Hmm.
after the battle, right, with Hustle, you're on camera with Hustle saying that the battle was debatable. You thought the battle
Hmm.
was debatable. But then years and years later, when I hear you in interviews now, you're saying it was a clear W for you, right?
Wait,
What changed? No, the clip is
wait,
on
wait.
YouTube. I'm gonna send you the link to the. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
send
no.
you
You
the
don't
link.
got to send me the
Yeah.
debatable link. When did I say it was a clear W?
I think it was. I think you said it indirectly in your rant, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all want me to rematch people that I clearly beat?
That was about 40.
That was about 40. Okay, I'm
Mm.
gonna get to 40. I had a 40 question. Okay, we'll get back to that, man. So,
Hmm.
you still feel you and Hustle is debatable then?
It's debatable based on general consensus. Yeah.
Okay, but you felt you won clear.
Yes.
Okay, is that battle pretty much a dub? Like that's never happening, even though the fans clearly still want to see it.
There's no battle that's clear. Like there's no battle that I'm 1,000% never gonna do.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
no battle because for one, money talks. For two, money talks.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
mad at that. Okay. So I got this. This is a perfect lead up to my next question. Who's left for Jazz to battle? Right now, I know you and Mook have had like some friendly fire, friendly words thrown. I think he shows you a lot of respect, right? As he should, and vice versa. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Who's left in your mind for you to battle? Because I definitely got a few names I want to see, but I want to know who are some people for you personally when you go to bed at night, like they're on the list 2026.
Mook.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, he's probably this is probably my shortest hit list since I've been outside. Like I've never just had one person.
Sure.
I just think any battle that I've needed to do, I've done and then some, right? And then anything else that I do at this point is like, oh, that's a good battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at Jazz taking this battle. It's a fire battle. But even though I battle more, I'm still selective. Like, I'm still trying my best to pick, right? Like, so if I'm put in a situation, like, let's say, for example, the WTBL tournament is today, right?
Mhm.
Let's say they put me in a corner and was like, you have to battle somebody from this tournament. I'm still gonna be selective about that person. I'm not gonna say just give me anybody for the tournament. It don't matter. Anybody, like, no, I'm still gonna pick based on, I don't know, I might pick based on their potential. I might pick based on who I actually like the most. I might pick the winner. I might not pick the winner. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still going to be selective. But as far as who I need to battle is Mook. And that's simply because it's unforeseen. Like, that's just something that nobody would see for real. Like, like Mook is more outside. Mook been showing that he could battle with the people now. Because at one point they were saying like, oh, you're just battling
Yeah.
the older vets, but he outside. He got what, Geechee, he got Twerk, he got,
Hmm.
well, Ars is kind of, but yeah, he got these people. He got Verb. So yeah, it would be Mook for real, for real.
I got you.
Any
Uh,
women?
No, Mook is the only person, period,
I
that
was
I
gonna
feel.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the again the long term fan in me, man. I still want to see you versus Bonnie.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, Bonnie made you look kind of crazy on that Three Letterman joint
No,
a few years
no.
ago, man. When y'all was going back and forth, and y'all,
About
it was you, Bonnie, and
Grammy, about Chrome.
yeah, like the live literally ended with you stroking your chin, like I'm gonna kill this chick when I get a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how it ends. Like,
So I don't remember everything in the live. I
yeah,
I just know there's a clip because I sent it to her recently where I was like, "Why are you here? She didn't even invite you on the tournament or some shit like that. Even on
see,
the card, it was
yeah,
something like that." So what? Why you say she had me looking crazy? Like, what she said?
she was basically just talking like you wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like sit down, just be Jazz the Rapper, just just sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mm.
being catty, basically. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay, okay, okay.
But I could tell you it got to a point in the conversation, and this is your intelligent mind working, where it's like, I'm not going to win this type of back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to chill, not because I'm scared, but because this isn't going anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really remember like the full extent of the convo,
Got you.
but based on what you're saying, it just sounds like probably she was just trying to like punk me, like, you know what I'm
For sure.
saying?
For sure.
But the conversation was about battle rap though, right?
Yeah, right,
So
right.
that's probably what it was. Like Bonnie, me and Bonnie always had a love hate relationship,
Mm,
right? So I know Bonnie like the back. I've known her for 15 years, right?
sure.
So we know each other like the back of our hands. That's regular Bonnie. Like, it's like, oh, this, like this. We talking about you. We talking about you not being called to be on the Chrome card, right? But then it's turning into, oh, you not like that, or this, that, and the third. So it was just like,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna list off these other names. You let me know like how doable these things are. I know Mook is like the top. That's the cream of the crop, right?
Hmm.
But these are just based off of history, man. You and my verse there for a minute years ago. A lot of little shots thrown, shade thrown in conversations back and forth. How doable is that, or how much is that a reality or possibility?
Probably not much. My verse don't battle.
Okay. You and Couture, who also doesn't really battle like that.
Couture's retired.
Okay, officially retired.
That's what she said.
Really? Okay, they all say that. That's why I don't be.
Actually, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, she's been asked to battle me at least twice in the past maybe 3 years, and that was her response. She's retired.
Okay.
I'm
And
about
then
to retire too, man. Salute to her because she got a whole family. She married. Wait, do she got a family? Yeah, she got a family. She married. I'm
okay.
trying to be like her.
I'm not mad at that. Last one. If you and Fit don't get in the ring, man, I think just on some Brooklyn ish, just on some bar stuff, I would like to see you versus Cortez, man.
I'd
That would
rather
be
see
cool.
me versus Misfit.
You rather see you
Uh,
versus Misfit? Now, hasn't that been booked before, Jazz, and
Me
different
and
times?
Misfit, me and Misfit was never booked.
Okay, I remember Fit having Remy Ma on her podcast and saying that you guys were in talks, but you didn't want to do it or something like that. Like,
If I ain't want to do it, that means it wasn't booked.
okay,
But
so
I've never no, but I so when the battle was never a thing of her, like when it first started, when me and Misfit first became a thing, it never was me saying no or her saying no. It was an agreeing and the other person not.
Okay.
That's always been the issue. But then after a while, it's been after a while, it's just been business. Honestly, it's been like a business discrepancy.
Yeah. I really don't want to see that no more, man. I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like cause she's not outside like at all. Like hasn't been in years. You know what I'm saying? So I say
Yeah, I've never. I'll say this. I've asked to battle Misfit a few times over the years, so it's never been a thing of like. It's never been a thing of. How can I say? It's never been a thing of that battle is never gonna happen or it's close to not happening. I've asked for her just because it's a battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a battle that I've never done, right? It's not a rematch. And Misfit is still a legend. Now, so much time has passed since she's battled. It's kind of like I don't know how much people want to see it and how much people do want to see it. Like, will it be a thing of, all right, fuck it, I'll see it, or will it be a thing of, come on, Jazz, like, what you
Right.
doing? Or will it be a thing of, yeah, like, finally Misfit about to cook Jazz? I don't know. I can't tell, but nobody talks about it though.
I feel
I,
like I heard it more when she was on uh My Expert Opinion. Like that's what I've really heard talks of the jazz battle.
Yeah, Goods actually brought it back up maybe last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember what he said. I think he said Jazz has to battle Misfit. It was something like that. And everybody was like, bro, where have you been? Like, Jazz been outside and Misfit has it. So it's not
Mm,
Jazz has to battle Misfit. But that was the last time. That was the last time I saw it be a thing. But even then, him bringing it back up made people excited again.
yeah,
So, I
'cause it's a
mean,
fresh, yeah, it's a fresh matchup.
Yeah, it's yeah, the Jazz and Misfit saga is definitely very complex. Maybe one day we'll be able to speak about it if we battle.
Yes. Any battles internationally? I know when we were talking about this interview, you were supposed to go to Nigeria, I think. But
Yeah.
anything else you wanna touchdown battle?
Um, yeah, I still want to go to Nigeria. That situation fell through because simply because when you go to Nigeria, you have to get a visa and like that whole visa situation, it just I never got the visa. Like I never got accepted. I never got denied. Like it was some scamming shit going on.
It's real, yeah,
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 it was some
it's real
scam. It was some.
complicated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was. I ain't like it, but I still want to battle in Nigeria. Like I still want to battle Queen Mora because I do feel like she's one of the best out there, honestly. Um, but I don't know. I haven't really. I never battled in Canada, so I guess that could be something I could cross off. But if you follow me, you know I travel a lot. I love to travel, so
mm,
I'll take a battle just to travel. Like I ain't tripping. Like if it's somewhere I ain't never been, for sure. Cause the year I won Wody, I won with two battles in London. And
yeah,
that was just me loving London though. That was a me loving London thing for real, for real. Like of course I battled the best of the best, but I just love London so much. But now it's like, all right, I battled a lot of the people in London, like four of the best in London, but I don't really know where else has like a circuit for real shit. I know the Philippines, that's Don't Flop. Is it the Philippines?
yeah.
Yeah,
They go crazy over there.
hey, Flip Top, call me. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck around and learn Filipino. You know me. Hop right on Duolingo. The fuck? But yeah, I don't have anywhere else besides Nigeria that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
As far as battling.
Yo, Jazz. So my homeboy Phil just texted me. He's watching live, man. Shout out Phil, man. He says, in your opinion, what is your best performance and your worst performance?
Mm, my worst performance is Big K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost that for sure.
And but I still think I had the round of the battle though.
Which
I feel like my
round
first
what?
round. I feel like my first round was the round of the battle.
Okay. Okay.
But nobody remembers anything from that battle.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Uh, best performance. I'm gonna go. Actually, what y'all think I'm gonna say? And not your favorite, but what you think is my favorite.
N- Nitty,
Okay.
yeah, all three rounds you went crazy, and you probably fuck with them. So
And what you think is my favorite?
Performance wise, uh,
that Nitty one's crazy, like
Nitty
the
was
whole
crazy.
time.
Uh, I could see you saying like your material versus Clips, even though Clips wasn't, on 100. You know what I'm saying? I thought you had some crazy stuff. I seen you trying some different, like the speed time flow, the double time flow, and some different pockets in there. I can kind of see you saying that
Mm-hmm.
just on some rapping stuff, but I don't know. What
Hmm.
was it?
Well, it's definitely neither of those.
Okay.
My favorite performance is versus Gaddis on the Drake card.
Okay.
To me, that what you mean?
Yeah.
That was
Go ahead.
way better than Clips.
Yeah, I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The
Way better
Clips
than
one is a
Clips. Like at
crazy
least he
answer,
said
Ty. Like I
Nitty.
don't.
You said Clips.
I mean, just on some rapping stuff, but go ahead. I'll let you get your bars off. Jazz. Get your bars off. You the guest. Go.
Nah, so Gaddis is my favorite performance because I have performances, right, that equate to what I'm about to say. But a big reason Gaddis is my favorite performance is because each round was complete for me, right? So if we talking about the Nitty battle, right? I feel like my uh third wasn't complete, if that
No.
makes sense. Like it was a really good round, but the Gaddis 3 was like boom, boom. Like I feel like every round could stand on its own. Every round could go against everybody on that card, pretty much, right? And either have a debatable or beat ass. So the Gaddis performance is definitely it for me. So it was that performance was very important for me personally because it wasn't a thing of can I beat my opponent. It was a thing of niggas is saying I'm about to have rust, and I have to show them that I am not about to have rust. That is insane. But I also, you're also gonna have the thought of like, but what if I do? Like, I am done. I'm already not battling a lot. Now I gotta prove to everybody I don't have rust. So it's gonna get us easily. But Nitty is one of my favorite showings for sure. Like I think that battle was I've gone through a lot of tests, but I think that battle for a lot of people was a test. I do think that I showed a lot of people uh I don't know, not kind of a different jazz if you say that, right? Like I was supposed to get killed and I didn't, right? Even if you think I lost, like it was just still like, damn, hold on. Like Jazz really in there going, but I also was terrified, like Nitty might go. So yeah, but you're wilding with Clips though. Like that's probably one of my least best performances.
I mean, teach their Jazz. I mean, I didn't like the Gaddis battle just overall. You know what I'm
But the battle has nothing to do with me.
saying? Yeah, I mean, you was cool. I didn't like your material. Like, just didn't like the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know. I got you to make the Jazz face. That's dope. Uh, yeah, I didn't like that
Says
battle, man.
nobody ever. Unpopular opinion, hot take.
Yeah, I'm full. I'm filled with those. We got a game we play up here called
Yeah.
Popular Opinions. Like, I'm filled with those. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't like Jazz's. I didn't really like Jazz's material versus Gaddis.
Yeah, man. I didn't like that battle.
But you keep talking about the battle. I'm just talking about me.
I didn't like your material. I didn't like. I thought Gaddis was mid.
Forget Gaddis. What do we? Why do you keep talking about her?
Okay, Jazz. I did not like you versus Gaddis. I
You
didn't like
feel
your.
like I
I
was
didn't like
what?
your material. I didn't even say I like
Why?
you versus Clips. I never
Why you
said
didn't
that.
like my material?
I just didn't. I just wasn't my cup of tea. Now look, Jazz,
I am
I
behooved.
know this may shock you, but like, we don't gotta like every battle from you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like,
think you
yeah,
should. No, that doesn't shock me. I don't like every battle from me. What's
yeah.
shocking me is that you didn't like my material versus Gaddis.
Man, like mark it on the calendar, man. January
I've
6th.
never heard
Yeah.
this before.
Yeah, I didn't like the material versus Gaddis, man. Shout out to
But
Gaddis though.
then you doubled down on it by saying you like the clips better.
No, I never said I liked the Clips performance. I was guessing what you asked originally. What were we gonna think that you thought
Oh.
your best performance or best material was?
Wait,
And
why you thought clips?
I explained in my mind I could see her saying something like she really liked her material versus Clips because you were in some different pockets that I never heard you before. Just on some rapper stuff, I can see how Jazz would be like, you know what? I really liked my
Uh,
material in that battle, even if the battle wasn't
I
overall
love my oh no
great.
no I love my material
You know
with
what I'm saying?
clips.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's how.
I
Yeah, there
love
was
my material with clips, but it's the difference between material and performance. Now, if your man's asked what does Jazz feel like her best material was, that's when Nitty would be the answer.
got you. Okay, fair enough.
It's a difference.
Yeah,
But either way though, Gaddis, that's different.
yeah, cool.
So,
That's
Jazz,
different.
Yeah.
piggybacking off the question, what's your favorite battle you were in the background of?
Hmm. Favorite battle that I was in the background of. It'd be battles that I forget I'm in the background of. I'll put that bitch on YouTube. And I'll be like, oh shit, I never seen this. And I'm standing right there.
What's your
Uh
favorite one you've seen in Black Star?
Black Star. Oh, definitely JC and Chilla.
Jason,
I
all
gotta
right.
say Rum and Av. Rum and Av is probably like top three
Oh,
uh
that's yeah.
that I'm in the background for. But it's way too many. Like that's too many. I man, listen, that's way too many. But Rum and Av for me was like that battle for me stood out because this was Rum Nitty's first, like, I guess he
I
had
think
his
second.
runoff,
He
right?
had the Steams. Yeah,
Right. He had Steve's,
killed Steams.
and I think
Killed
he
him.
had chess. Did he have chess too?
Yeah, he had chest too. Yeah.
Right. This was his first like main stage. That's what they called it. This was his first main stage, but like I had been a big Nitty fan from when he was on King of the Dot. So for
Mhm.
me, it was like, yo, like he's finally here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that one for me was has a special place in my heart. And then, Av was killing shit on the PG. So yeah, them going back and forth was I'll definitely go Rum and Av. Like that's my easy answer. Like that battle's amazing.
Gotcha.
I got like four more questions, man. We'll get out of here
Okay.
real quick. My man Robbie took my 40 question, right? I had a similar question about 40,
Mm-hmm.
but I got another one. Do you ever feel like, because you said you were a 40 fan at one point, right? And I can clearly see that. Like, there's a lot of 40 battles. Jazz is right there, right? Like the Lex Manco battle,
Yeah.
you're right there. Her versus Hustle, you are right there. And you could tell that you are literally a fan of her pen and how she puts things
Mm-hmm.
together. Do you ever go to sleep at night wishing that you got 40 on 100, man? Because even though
No,
like those are legendary washes, legendary
no,
body bags,
no.
like
I don't want anybody on 100. Nah, give me that whooping.
really, wow, okay,
Yeah. I'm not one of those people. Like I don't want, oh, I just wish it was competitive. No,
mm,
no. I
okay,
like to I like my job to be easy.
okay,
Now
wow,
I will say this. I wish she would have been on 100 on the 2 and 2
yeah,
for her sake though. Cause we got a forfeit. And
With
I'll
Bonnie?
take that.
Huh?
yeah, that was bad.
I'll take a forfeit. That's fire to me. But for her sake and for like her fans, like, sanity, and even for you, right? Like you have this question, maybe because part of you might feel like, damn, like I just want to see how it would look if it was, I wish that for her side though. Like I wish that I would have been like proud of her because
Yeah,
you got to think even from me to 2014 to 2019, she still had this choking issue anyway. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was just a problem. So
Mm-hmm.
had she been on 100 in the battle, like the biggest battle that she did it in, for her get back, it just would have made a better story. But in general, no, don't wish the best for any of my opponents.
Got you. Yeah,
That
40,
sounds crazy.
40 used to be one of my favorite battlers, man. Used to.
We're gonna clip that.
Is 40 Mount Rushmore in your opinion?
um,
Does
in
she
my
qualify?
opinion, no. But because of her fucking up, that's actually the only reason. It's too much for me. It's
Got
too much for me. But if somebody puts her on their Mount Rushmore, like I literally, like if I wanted to play devil's advocate and be like, no, 40 is on my Mount Rushmore, I could do that very easily too.
for sure. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's got enough like legacy battles and legacy W's to qualify. But like we all know, like I said, obviously if she's not on 100, it just discredits that. You know what I'm saying? Takes away from.
Yeah.
Uh, Jazz, real quick, last two, man. What are some hobbies that Jazz has outside of battle rapping, tearing up radio station microphones? You know what I'm saying? What does Jazz just like to do just in her free time? Like what is
hmm
Jazz doing?
So I mentioned it already. Y'all know I love traveling.
Okay.
I have slowed down though. I've slowed down for two reasons. One, once I moved to Cali, taking flights to these events was just too time consuming, and then I'm gonna get jet lagged. So I was like, yo, I'm not doing this. But it was just so easy to go from New York to Atlanta, New York to Florida, New York to, like, it was easy for me to do. But the other reason I slowed down is because I started realizing that I'm traveling and then I'm not um appreciating it at one point. Like I would wake up, and it sounds crazy, but I would wake up and be in Mexico, and it would just feel like I was waking up in LA. Like
Mm,
it didn't feel special. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make a conscious decision to only take. I think I said like the next year I was only gonna take 4 trips. I ended up taking 6, but I felt the difference, right? So now I'm forcing myself to do things. But on my free time, I love to so I personally I've tweeted about it. I like to watch I watch crime shows and shit like that, like crime TV, but only the real shit. Like I don't like to watch like the fake shit like SVU. Like I'm talking about the real
Like
Dateline,
true crime.
yeah, true crime,
Yeah.
first 48, like things like that, especially on YouTube. I love when people catch pedophiles, but not the ones where they beat them up. That's a little too much for me. Now they're not doing nothing wrong. Like salute to them. But I like the ones where they catch them and they make them feel embarrassed. Like, what's his
What's that
name?
guy? Oh, the old guy. He had the
Chris
show.
Hansen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his new one called the Takedown, because how to catch a
Oh
predator,
shit.
that been done. Oh yeah, the Takedown. He's back for sure. It's on YouTube. The Takedown. You got Skeeta. I mean, you got Skeet Hansen, he did a play on Chris Hansen. You got Gideon that does it. Like I just be watching them, but I'm big on crime TV, people catching pedophiles, and I love documentaries. Like I just like to watch real stuff for the most part. But right now I'm actually rewatching True Blood. I haven't watched it since it was out when I was like younger, but now I'm rewatching True Blood.
right on, man. Two more. Do you think that there should be some type of like limit on battle rappers and spaces? Should Elon Musk put out some kind of limitation on just
Why you say that?
how long we can hang out in spaces and just make a fool of ourselves? Um, I think a lot of good things has come out of Twitter Spaces for battle rap, but I also think a lot of toxic nonsense drama has also come out of that. You know, battle rappers just hanging out. And I also feel like it's kind of taken away from the mystique of being a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are just kind of hanging out, and we get to see how much of a clown you are in real life, in real time. You know what I'm saying? All
Mm-hmm.
we gotta do is listen to you talk, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever? I've noticed you don't really do spaces like that, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing that that's a conscious decision as well.
Yeah. The Twitter spaces for me, honestly, first of all, I'm just not going to be on anything for that long. And it's not even just because like it exposes the clowns and people. Like, it's just, that's just too long to be doing
Yeah,
something.
who has that much
But
time? Like I always wonder that.
but some people do have that time though, right?
Yeah, if you
But
do, why not?
I realized the most I was on it was back um when surf used to be heavy on it, right? And I still wasn't on it that much, but the times that I would go in there, I would catch myself in there for like 2, 3 hours though. And then I would feel like, yo, but if I leave, I'm gonna miss something. I'm gonna miss something. That's why I don't go into spaces, because once I'm in there, it's hard to get out because you in the right space. That motherfucker funny for real. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie. So it's me controlling what I'm consuming. But when I'm not on it, right, and I see like the clips going around, that do be the shit that be like, bro, this was unnecessary, or this argument started from this. Like it do be like that. But when you in the spaces with the regular people, like people that's just not weird,
Right.
like it's cool, it's fun. But I'm a firm believer in when you are an entertainer, like your accessibility, there should be a limit to it. So,
Yeah.
to answer your question about the time limit, like honestly, I know that you're joking, but it should be a line that people should not want to cross when it comes to accessibility. Like that's just part of the lore of being an entertainer, and more specifically a battle rapper. Like they watch us on YouTube, they enjoy the bars, you might get some conversation on other social media apps, right? Like little shit like that. Like keep it cute, but then once you start feeling like people's your friends, right, you get a little more relaxed, and you might give a hot take like, I didn't like Jazz's material versus Gaddis. And then
Yeah.
that's when people will be like, bro, what you on? I didn't know you was like that.
You brought that right back. She's been waiting past 15 minutes. I got you.
I didn't know you was that type of nigga, but nah, I'm joking. But yeah, like it just happens. But anybody that be in the spaces hours at a time, that's their prerogative, man. Like they gonna do what they do. It's not my cup of henny, but it is what it is. Like, but
Yeah.
also at the same time, that might be something that might be their hobby. Just
Yeah.
might be their hobby, right? Everybody got a pastime. But I will tell you this
Right.
though, most of the people that spend the most time on the spaces aren't heavily active battle rapping. So I mean, what else they gonna do if they not battling? They on the spaces.
Yeah.
it did give us Midnight Madness.
It gave us Midnight Madness. You feel me? It gave us Midnight Madness, right? But yeah, like that's definitely something I noticed. The battle rappers that's really active, their time in the spaces is limited because we got shit to write for.
Sure. Jazz, when it's all said and done, this is the last question, legacy question. When it's all said and done, when the book of battle rap is written, and then they got the freestyle era, they got the gins and the ideas and the supernaturals and all those guys, and then we get into the smack DVD,
Juice.
and then we get into the written, more modern format. We get into the Queen of the Ring and the King of the Dot and the URLs and the Rare Breed Entertainments and all of that. What are they going to say about Jazz? What's going to be on the wall? Like,
Mm, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet,
okay,
right? Um, Jazz the Rapper started off as battle rap's little sister that didn't really battle a lot. She was beating the girls that needed to be beaten, but when she was questioned about how often she could battle, it pushed something else into her. And when she started battling more often and she started battling the best women and the best men, it solidified her brand talent amongst the best ever in battle rap. Let alone she won the Woman of the Year 2 times. The first time, the first 2 time Wody winner, and she got the most champion awards. Big bag career is unmatched.
mm, okay.
off the top.
Dope, 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 dope. Yeah, yeah, for real. Clap that up, man.
Mhm.
Yo, well, we appreciate you, Jazz, pulling up. Super dope interview. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
A lot of
Yeah.
insight. For those of you guys that are watching live, make sure you like, share this stream in Twitter Spaces, and
Probably
subscribe
should
to the
that
channel. You
should
know,
have said that at the beginning.
yeah,
Facts.
Jazz, man. We hope we can pull you back up here in a few months. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I might have some shit. I might have some battles in a few months. So
Yeah,
let's
that'll
let's
Perfect.
work.
get
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I'll rewatch the Gaddis joint.
Yeah, I don't
See
know
if I
what
miss.
like I don't see it. Now you got me thinking like my my shit ass? Like
I
what am
don't
I
remember it, to
delusional
be
this whole
honest.
time?
I didn't
It
like it, so I don't
yeah,
remember it that much.
wasn't my cup of tea. It's all good, man. It's
Yeah.
all good. That doesn't
Wait,
take
you didn't
away
like it either?
I don't remember it, so I'm just thinking if I liked it.
That was
It's
that was
kind
when
of.
I did the
the pipe brought
Mario
you.
Brothers.
Oh
The
yeah,
pipe took me to another level.
yeah,
Oh, that was good. Yeah,
I
you
had
didn't like it?
performance of the night. Jay Black gave me performance of the night.
yeah. Shout out Jay
Yeah.
Black.
All right,
I
whatever,
like
Todd.
what are we talking about here? Like got me thinking like this is like a revision. Like you trying to change history right now.
Nah, 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 nah. It was a Drake event. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You
Go.
know what? You know what I think it is? I
What's
think
that?
I figured it out.
What's that?
That was my rebranding.
Okay.
You probably didn't like the
Oh,
way that I rapped because that's not how I rapped when you last saw me. Boom.
Okay. I like the little
think about
parallel
it.
universe type. Yeah. What was your battle before that?
The 2-on-2.
Yeah.
And before that was E Hart. I was rapping different versus E Hart than Gaddis. Like that was a huge difference.
Yeah.
The writing was different. So yeah, that's what it is. I figured it out. I figured it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
You
Cause you
pray
said QB. QB's your favorite.
that's my favorite of all of your performances. That is my personal favorite jazz performance. But you've had some other dope performances that I've seen.
I
Like
see that. I see the type of shit you like. I,
yeah,
I get it. I
you
get it.
versus
I get
you
it.
versus Loso was dope. You know what I'm saying? You versus
I
Nick
I
was
get
dope.
it. I see the
Yeah,
type of shit you like. I
yeah,
see the type of shit you like. And
yeah.
Gaddis was not that. But I know that because everything I do is conscious.
I
I'm
got you.
conscious
Yeah,
about it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It
It
was
don't
Benny
make
the
sense.
Butcher. It was Benny the Butcher getting a cameo from Ariana Grande, basically. You know what I'm saying? It was
Oh
like the,
wow.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a great analogy.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
that's yeah, that ain't it. And
yeah,
I fuck with Ariana Grande too.
yeah, yeah.
That ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay.
But you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have contacted you if you wasn't who you are. You know what I mean? So shoot, it's nothing but respect at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. We out of here.
I appreciate it.
All right,
Make sure
later,
to
y'all.
subscribe. All right. Peace, y'all.